September 1st, 1939. Without warning, the skies above Poland roared to life. Stuka dive bombers screamed down, their sirens wailing. A sound designed to terrify. On the ground, columns of German tanks punched across the border, smashing through defenses in minutes. This was Blitzkrieg, lightning war, unleashed for the very first time. And in just weeks, the world would be at war. To understand why Poland was attacked, we need to rewind. The Treaty of Versailles, signed after World War I, left Germany humiliated, stripped of territory, military power, and national pride. Adolf Hitler promised to tear it up. Step by step, he did exactly that, remilitarizing the Rhineland in 1936, annexing Austria in 1938, and seizing the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia under the guise of protecting ethnic Germans. Britain and France believed appeasement could stop him. The Munich Agreement, they thought, had secured peace for our time. But Hitler had already set his sights on Poland. For Hitler, Poland was not just another target. It was Lebensraum, living space for the German people. He believed the Slavic nations were destined for subjugation. His speeches made clear that Poland's independence was never going to last. At the time, Poland stood defiant. With a population of 35 million and one of Europe's largest armies, Warsaw believed it could hold its own. But its strategy was rooted in World War I. Cavalry charges, fixed defenses, and alliances that assumed France and Britain would act quickly if war came. Then came the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, a shocking non-aggression agreement between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. Publicly, it promised peace between them. Secretly, it carved Eastern Europe into spheres of influence. Poland was to be cut into. For the Polish leadership, it was a nightmare realized. Surrounded on both sides by predatory powers, Poland knew that when war came, it would fight alone. At 4:45 a.m., the German battleship Schleswig-Holstein opened fire on the Polish garrison at Westerplatte. The first shots of the Second World War had been fired. Germany's plan was simple and devastating. Hit Poland with overwhelming speed and force. Waves of bombers destroyed rail lines, roads, and communication centers. Armored spearheads raced deep into the countryside, bypassing strong points and encircling defenders. The tactics stunned the world. This was Blitzkrieg in practice. Tanks and planes working in perfect coordination, something no other army had mastered. Within days, 2 cities like Krakow and Lodz were under assault. Refugees flooded the roads, clogging escape routes and slowing Polish reinforcements. Britain and France had guaranteed Poland's borders. On September 3rd, after their ultimatums were ignored, both nations declared war on Germany. But there was little they could do. While Poland fought for its life, the Western Front stayed eerily quiet. Historians call it the phony war. The invasion was not just a military campaign. It was a human catastrophe. Tens of thousands of civilians were killed in bombings. Entire towns were reduced to rubble. Refugees clogged the roads, desperate to escape the front lines. In the city of Wieland, the Luftwaffe targeted civilians directly. Over 1,000 people died in the opening hours of the war. The brutality was deliberate. Hitler ordered his generals to wage a war of annihilation, not only against the Polish army, but against its people, its culture, and its leadership. Polish intellectuals, priests, and politicians were rounded up in mass arrests. Executions became a grim daily reality. Yet even under occupation, the Polish spirit refused to break. Underground resistance movements began almost immediately. Networks of fighters, couriers, and spies who would wage a secret war for years. Within weeks, the Polish underground state was taking shape. An entire shadow government with its own schools, newspapers, and even courts. In the forests, resistance fighters began forming partisan bands, striking German patrols and then vanishing into the night. For Poland, the war was never truly over. It had only entered a new, hidden phase, one that would inspire occupied nations across Europe. By October 1939, Poland was gone, divided between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. But the war had only just begun. In the frozen north, another small nation would soon face an invasion of its own. And it would fight back with a courage that shocked the world